Hey guys, so it's been a while since I made a video, and I still have to upload the last day for my road trip, but it's like so difficult to convert that I just gave up because it was way too long. But anyway, this video's purpose is to tell you the story of my phone and the trip that it's been through in the last couple of days. Okay, so I wish I still had it so I could show you, but like this front screen was like so crushed. Wow, there are people yelling out there. Like screaming. They've been screaming all day though. They're all drunk because it's spring fling. But anyway, it was like smushed. Like there were like 5 different places where it was like spider webbed out from, and then like the entire thing was shattered. And I like when I like if I ran my finger over it, which was stupid, then it would like little pieces, flecks of glass would come off, and it was just like really, really cool to look at, but at the same time it made me want to cry to look at it. But anyway, I would show you that right now, but I don't have it anymore, which is good. But anyway, the story of how that happened is like yesterday I was like the driver for 4 other girls when we went to the dance last night, and it was in Boise, and so like we finally got ready and went out to the car. I was starving, so I was like rushing, both for me because I wanted food because I hadn't eaten all day, and because I was trying to open the doors for them, and then like I had like this ghetto speaker in the back of my car that my dad plugged in. Like it works a lot better than the other speakers in my car, but I was trying to like put it in the back seat, or the back in the trunk, and so like I set my phone on top of my car, which was a stupid thing to do in the first place, especially just it by itself. And so I put the speaker in the back, and then I got in the car and we took off, and I didn't even think about leaving it there. But then I was like, we got there and we got out of the car, and we were like at Pita Pit because we were getting food finally, and I realized that I didn't have my phone, and I was like, crap, I don't know where it is, and I like freaked out like a couple different times while we were out, and then they're like, no, it's probably in the car, you probably just left it in the car. I'm like, yeah, that's probably what happened. And so I was like okay with it, but I still felt naked without my phone. So like we finally got back to the car, and I just like, we were driving for a little bit, and I was kind of like just forgetting about it, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, if my phone's not in here, then I'm gonna freak out, guys. I'm seriously gonna freak out. And like I really was gonna freak out. Like we like looked everywhere, and like they called it and we couldn't hear it, and I knew that it was on loud because I remembered Hope hearing my dad call while I was out of the room and telling me. But I was like really kind of panicked, and then they're like, no, maybe you left it back there. Have you texted since you left? And I'm like, no, that's true. Maybe when I went back in my room I left it there. So we got back here, and like I looked all over my room, and then I like walked into Hope's room and I didn't even talk to her. I was just like looking for my phone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I had her call it. It wasn't in her room. It wasn't in my room. It wasn't in Brittany's room. It wasn't in the bathroom. And so like when I went to check in the bathroom, I like, you know how you like have epiphanies when you're like on the toilet? Well, that's what I peed, and then I thought of, that's something I shouldn't say. But anyway, I thought about leaving it on top. Sorry that I'm just fidgeting with that. I thought about leaving it on top of my car, and that was like the worst thought I could have had, and I was like immediately sure that that was what happened to it. So I went and told Hope, and then I went out, and this was like, we'd come back from the dance from Boise, so this was 2:30ish in the morning, and I like took off in my car, and I was going like snail speed, just like driving really slow everywhere, like looking at the ground, and like there's railroad tracks just out like a little ways from the college, and like I saw something like a bump in the road right on the other side that I thought maybe could be it, so I like pulled over on the side of the road a little bit more further, like a little further up. It was kind of far from the tracks, and so like I got out of my car, and it's pitch black. I'm in my dress, my formal dress. Luckily I put on flip-flops instead of my heels, but I walked up, and all the way to the tracks, and like this car passes, and like they probably thought that I was super weird, but they didn't stop, which I kind of thought was like rude, because I mean I'm in the middle of nowhere walking at night, but at the same time I'm glad that they didn't, because it would have been really creepy, right? So anyway, they drive past, and then like I finally get up and I look down, and right as I look down and notice that the thing that I thought was my phone is like a rotted dead animal, the things go down on the train thing, and it starts going ding 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 ding, and then I like turn around, and like 50 feet away is this train, and I am very afraid of trains. Like, even when I'm in my car, if I can feel them shaking, and it's like just a scary thing to me. And so like this was like 50 feet away, and I'm by myself in the middle of the night, like far away from my car. And so I just like, I look at it and I hear the things and I take off sprinting back to my car. I'm like literally like sprinting in my flip-flops. My flip-flops, I'm so glad they didn't fall off because that would have been horrible. But I just like, I don't think I would have gone back for them. But I just was like sprinting all the way back to my car, and I could hear it like blaring its horn. So I'm like massively afraid of trains. I'm afraid of the dark. It's the middle of the night. I don't like any scenario where I'm running away from something I'm scared at. So it was just like a very scary situation. But like as I was sprinting, I was like screaming and laughing at the same time because I knew it was like totally ridiculous, the whole process of what I was doing. And so when I finally got back to my car, I just like laughed at myself for a little while, and then I finally started walking, or not walking, I started driving a little bit further up, and I remembered passing this guy, like at the stoplight, which is not very far from the train tracks. I remembered passing this guy. I remember I was like really, sorry Jess, I was like really mad at the person in front of me because they were going so slow and they wouldn't pick a lane. So I was like pissed kinda, and I like switched my lane into the left lane, and I could remember that my phone could have fallen off there. And so I like, sure enough, I like pulled up, and like in the left lane I saw something, and it just looked like so small and so innocent. My sister keeps calling me. So small and so innocent anyway, and just like a little baby in the middle of the road. And I just like stopped, and like I put on my caution lights. There was a car coming one way, like straight ahead of me, and like one turning into the lane, and they probably both thought I was an idiot. But I finally got my caution lights on, and then my door was locked, and it was like I was like panicking trying to get to my phone, and I finally got the door open, and then picked it up, and it was like upside down, like this, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect, it's not even broken. I was so excited. And then I like flipped it over, and the screen was just like crushed. Like I said, it was just like in a million pieces. So that was really depressing to me. And I just like went back and told Hope, stop calling me. And anyway, I went back and told Hope, and like I went to sleep, and like I can receive calls and answer them, and then like once I receive a call, if my screen's on, then I can scroll through and call someone else. But that's all I could do. So I finally went to the Verizon store today, and like at first they're like, oh yeah, if you pay $80 then you can get a new phone, and if you take it to this other place, maybe they can repair it for cheaper. And so I go to the other place, and they're like, oh, it'll take a week for us to get that part in. So for the work and the week of waiting, it'll probably be about $100. So I don't know why it would cost me more to wait. But anyway, so I decided that was bad. So I went back to the Verizon store, and the little guy in green who was like the manager at the front, he's like, tell me when your case comes up because I want to look at your file. And I was like, okay, that's obviously a good sign, right? Because he wants to like give me some kind of a deal. And so she's drunk, people. Sorry. Anyway, I finally got up to the desk, and he's like, yeah, I told him to go get the other guy, and so he comes, and like all three of these guys are very attractive, and I would date any one of them, but they all had wedding rings. Sadness. But anyway, I finally, like, he's like, okay, we can do it for $50. And I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. And then he like keeps talking. He's like, actually, we could do it for, I'm gonna do it like, we'll give you the phone for free, and then we'll give you $50 of free accessories in the store. $50 of accessories in the store. And so I was just like, really? And like the guy explained it to me, and that really was what, like, he gave me the phone for free, and then wrote off the price for the phone, and then gave me like $50 of anything I wanted in the store. So I got like a charger that I needed, a cover, this beautiful pretty cover right here, and like, and headphones, Skull Candy headphones, and another charger, and like screen protectors. So it was really awesome, and all of them were really nice, and I'm really happy with Verizon, and I recommend that you all get Verizon because it's the best. And anyway, this is my new phone, and if you would like to give me your number, because I lost the other ones, then I would love you. You really should. I made a group or something. Just invite yourself. Unless you're someone creepy and I don't know you. But then I just won't save your number. It's not like I'm giving out mine. I'm just rambling. But anyway, I will talk to you all later. I love you. And thank you for watching. Oh, I'm supposed to wink. That was really awkward. There we go. Okay. Bye.